Welcome back, everybody, to Turner Warped Season 2, Episode number 11. We will be using mature language. Prepare yourselves accordingly, because we've been talking about porn during the break.
Chat.
I'm not even going to lie.
Chat. If you could fuck any alien race, what alien race would you fuck?
And if you're listening to the podcast or the YouTube, just feel free
Show
to
us your
tweet that
favorite.
at
Show
us.
us your favorite.
Yes.
Tweet
Tweet.
Tweet us a picture.
don't forget
Tweet
to
at-
include Morris in the tweet. Morris.
Morris
tweet
loves to
at-
hear about that stuff.
Yeah. This alien I would love to fuck.
He doesn't feel shame about his decision at all.
Oh, the alien race I should make sure should be like a pleasure race.
I mean, Betty
you
would be
mean-
lost forever.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, welcome back. When we left on the last break, one of the groups here was about to head towards the mining facility after hearing some very scary communications coming from the gorilloids. But Dr. Icarus has his own problems to deal with. Dr. Icarus, in front of you, you can see Professor Galvin, who appears to be, with his jaw a bit too distended, is secreting some strange fluid that you have seen before from his mouth. Scan says, "I'm ordering security personnel there immediately, Doctor. Please proceed to do your best to survive."
That's my reply. Yes. It's currently the slowest on foot chase ever because he's like lumbering towards me and I'm going back in my chair. It's like this.
Do you do anything else?
Yes. I would like to use my exploit Utilikit.
In what way?
I would like to turn one device into another device of equal value or lower, and I would like to modulate my scanner to use as a phaser.
Your scanner as a phaser. Okay. So let me just take a look at this exploit of yours, because that's not a super easy thing to do, and probably you can do it.
It's an exploit.
Mm-hmm.
The clue's in the name. That's what a tone sounded like there. It's got an exploit.
Oh,
thanks to you.
actually, it takes 10 minutes, so I probably don't have 10 minutes.
I mean, maybe if you just go round the table, like over and over again.
Just really slowly ring
We
a
can put the Benny Hill music on and just slow it down, like. So it's like.
McLaughlin. That's the McLaughlin song.
Please roll initiative for me, Dr. Icarus.
No. Okay.
I got a 6.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
This is just one. So how far away am I from
10 feet.
the guy? 10 feet from the guy. And is there another room? Like, is there a side room in this where we like mix stuff out of the way of the main lab? Or
No, you have your own private lab, so you've got all your equipment basically in one room.
is there?
It's a decent size room.
storage cupboard.
Yes.
I would like to head towards the storage cupboard.
Okay. You can get there on one action.
Okay.
What's your speed?
My speed is My speed is 4, but
Yes.
I have a trait tottering, because I'm in a wheelchair, I get +1 speed bonus on normal terrain, which I assume.
Yep.
This is it. So 5.
Okay. Yeah, you can get there in 1 action.
Okay. Yeah, I'm inside. Okay, so this cleaning cupboard is probably what Betty uses when she cleans up, right? That'd be
Sure.
a safe assumption. I'd like to try and gaffer tape the handle of the door to anything sturdy in this room to maybe give me a bit longer. If Betty's been in here, there's gaffer tape in here, right?
There's definitely gaffer tape, and there's probably like a hook by the door for like brooms and
Even
mops.
the mop is probably made of gaffer tape.
So just to be clear,
There's probably
just-
a couple of dildos in there as well.
Deck just opens the door and accepts his death. Wait, are the gaffer tape dildos?
No, but it's probably okay. You know,
Oh.
you know the penetrator from Saints Row, right?
Give me a second. I'm gonna try and make a gaffer tape dildo.
Just get a banana, cover it in gaffer tape.
This one's for the podcast.
so you are trying to make what resembles a finish line for a marathon.
No.
Is that what I'm getting? Is that
No,
what
I'm trying to gaffer tape the door handle to like a rack or something in this room. It's like holding the cleaning equipment or whatever. Just so he can't just open the door. Now I'm dead.
I mean,
I'm
what
trying to
about
give
using a
myself 10
lock
minutes.
from the inside?
So
Why would it have a lock?
so
on
you
this?
don't. It's a cabinet. It's not. You can't really. Oh, you're getting into the cabinet.
It's
and-
a cupboard. It's a proper
Oh,
cupboard.
yeah,
You know,
cupboard.
Yeah.
I asked.
It's
if
got
it
a
was
sluice
cupboard.
in it and things. Come on, it's got to have a sluice in it and
A
things.
sluice.
You use the word
think- yeah.
closet, which means, large.
Yeah.
So-
if we say cleaning cupboard, we mean
So
like,
I misunderstood. I misunderstood.
Oh.
I thought you were opening one side of the door and trying to make like you were gonna get one. You were
Yeah,
gonna
no,
get
no.
one.
Past the line.
One.
Again.
You were gonna get
I-
one strip of tape and just connect it. I'm like,
all
what?
I could think about is like this zombie character in Chariots of Fire is like playing, and he's like dun 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 dun, and like crossing the line.
Like the meme from that movie UHF. Supplies. That kind of thing.
yeah.
Supplies, motherfucker.
When we say
Right.
cleaning cupboard, we mean a walking cupboard with a sink and,
So
and
okay.
you know, bunch
Uh,
of romance novels. Some. You
So
know, shelves.
I'm gonna say it's definitely not that big, but you can fit in there. You could definitely fit in there for sure. And you're just gonna try and seal yourself in.
No, if it's like a cabinet, no. I mean, I don't think that's a good idea. If it's just like a locker,
That's kind of what it is. Yeah, wouldn't be like a walk-in kind of thing.
Okay. I am going to grab, as I'm by the cabinet, I'm going to grab anything that could be flammable. Any cleaning supplies that are flammable.
Okay.
Probably got isopropyl alcohol in there, right?
I would say that
Chemistry lab.
I would say that you definitely have something that's flammable. wouldn't
Because
even
I
make you
would
roll
like to
on it.
make something explosive.
So you can grab something on this turn. You're basically having to investigate whatever's explosive quickly by recognizing probably some kind of explosive symbol on whatever chemical it is you're trying to grab.
Yeah, anything that I could mix together.
So you
to-
can get that on this turn, but you can't make
I
something.
ca- yeah. I'm just telling you what my train of thought is going to be.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want me to roll for grabbing the right stuff? Cool.
Nope. I'm gonna say that you just grab it. I mean, there's clearly labeled. They have to be inside of a lab. I'm not. I won't say that you even really have to do any kind of roll for that. Okay. So,
I I'm just saying that if someone wanted to make an explosive, just because they had chemicals that were flammable or whatever, they wouldn't know the right stuff to grab. That's what I'm saying. I am pretty smart. And handsome. Incandescent.
So, Professor Galvin is going to close the distance between the two of you. And his action, so he's going to move not 5. He's got to use both of his actions to get within range of you. But he's within melee range.
Okay.
It's your turn again.
Can I move and then make something?
Got to use both actions.
To move and make it. Okay. I'd like to double move. So that would be 10. Maybe just get behind something, so at least there's something in between us. Oh dear!
Sort of flying around the work table as quickly as possible, the melted workstation, as you go around the side. And you double move away. You are faster than Professor Galvin is, and you are outrunning him right now. You're basically running around the table, and he cannot catch up with you.
Are we actually doing the table thing?
Yes. I mean, there's not really anything else he can do. He can't really climb over your workstation to get to you.
Run, Dickie, run!
Okay, so he's trying to catch up with
Yep.
me. I
His
would now
speed-
like.
His speed,
Oh.
by the way, is a 4. So it's a good thing that you had that extra speed.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to. Oh, so I need to do this another time to get the distance. But we're going around the table, so eventually I'd catch up with him anyway, wouldn't I? So I guess I'll just make the explosives. Like as I'm moving in my chair, just. Ah, put a bit of this, yes. They thought I was mad. Mad!
Okay, give me a logic plus chemistry.
Well, I'd love to give you that because it's a bit better, but I have explosives, and I'd love to use that.
Sure, what bullshit does that say?
No, it's a skill. I have the skill explosives.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So, go ahead and give me explosives plus your logic.
18.
18, okay. So, you make a very rudimentary kind of explosives. It's basically more flash than oomph. And it you might be able to get something to burn really hot for like a second or two.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to use up both your actions.
Mm-hmm.
The professor will now get within range again for both of his actions.
Okay. So I'm gonna move, but take one action to move away from him. And then I would like to throw this hot flash. I'd like to give him hot flashes. I call it Dr. Dick's menopausal grenade.
Are we playing Spell Wars? Are we playing?
Lightning bolt.
No, there's an actual tabletop game called Epic Spell Wars, and
so
that was one of the
Yeah.
voices that Peachy used for his character.
And it's such a good name for it as well, like his menopausal de-scroting grenade or
Yeah.
something.
If you guys haven't played that, that is an excellent game to play, especially when you're drunk. I think that's a really
With
good.
good friends, it's a really
Yeah.
fun game.
That's a super good game. But yes, so give me an agility plus your explosives.
Now, I would like to do that, but as a scientist,
Yeah.
I am very unorthodox. So instead of just, I'm going to look at the angles, measure the distance, bounce it off a few things, because I can't throw very far. I'm an old man.
Am I remembering wrong, or did Dr. Dick use his bullshit last episode?
I used my all my luck, and I used my old.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised if PJ has multiple bullshits.
17.
17.
I'm in a fight. I have to use my bullshit, or I am dead.
It's more like a chase right now. Okay, so this is going to act as a grenade. Let me just find the grenade stuff. Okay. This is going to have a burst 2. It's going to affect any creature within 10 feet. Against each target's vital defense. Okay, so the professor's defense. What's your normal defense, Dr. Icarus?
My
Ranged.
Range defense is 10.
Okay, that is a hit. This combustible spark explodes with violent fire as Professor Galvin is engulfed and will take. Please roll me a 2d6.
2d6. 8.
8 fire damage. He's just on fire right now.
Keep it down. This is a laboratory.
Okay. Yeah, he's on fire, man. He's still moving though.
Okay.
I like the fire
made
alarms
him more
going
dangerous.
off now as well.
I've literally made him more dangerous.
Beep, 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 beep. Whoosh.
Absolutely. The fire alarms have gone off. And sprinklers spraying the lab down.
Is it like some sort of fire retardant though, or just water?
Isn't that good since our extinguisher stuff was super effective against these bugs?
This is some kind of chemical that it's not just like water that's spraying down.
Is it halon? Is that what it's called?
The
Wouldn't you
halon
suffocate
systems.
then?
Yes.
That's for server racks and things, not for, you know.
No, they had it in an office space in Terminator 2, so.
They did.
It's actually one of those anti-fire bombs. You seen those ones? They just explode. Those are cool.
They just burn everything, so the fire's got nowhere else to go.
Basically, it's like an airport, you know, sort of like airport thing. So it's just foam. The entire room fills with foam. It's just like, whee, foam party.
So, the professor, now charred and burned, is now out, and this liquid is raining down upon you. Still moving around. Looks horrible. Just gross, like burned skin and everything.
Are there any... first, I'd like to move away from him.
It's his turn now.
Oh, gotcha. Of course.
You've
'cause I
already
just-
moved. Now it's his turn. And he will... Let's see, your speed is 5. His is 4. He's going to get within range of you. And you can see, as he gets closer... The bug inside of him starts to crawl out through his mouth, seemingly wiggling around wildly once the fire retardant liquid starts to touch it. The bug just wiggles around, flopping around in the ground, and it will get a turn. Professor Galvin falls to the ground, immobile. The bug moves towards you.
That's quite close enough.
Starts to crawl up towards your face. And please make a strength check. And if you have any kind of brawling or anything else that's similar.
I have survival.
No.
So 7. Hey, both ends of the scale. Go me.
The bug jumps towards your mouth, and you just kind of automatically recoil in horror, trying to and then you realize your mouth is open, and you try to clamp down, but the bug has already put these feeler things inside your mouth, and it just starts to spread your mouth open, and sort of compresses like a mouse trying to squeeze through a crack, and crawls inside your mouth. Please make a will check for me.
A will check?
Yes.
Yeah, because it will help you. Oh my god.
That's a 3. That's a 3. Oh, dear God. A 3 on a 3d6. That's 3 ones, everybody. There's no critical fails in n.e.w. But if there was...
So, Peachy, what's the new character you're gonna roll?
I was thinking about rolling someone called Lamp Cupson. He's a gardener turned space ninja.
So, we have this kind of scene where Dr. Icarus is kind of clawing at his mouth for a second, and then your hands just kind of drop limp. You can hear the sound of the ding, 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 as the doors to the lab are turned off of lockdown. You can hear the sound, the clomp of boots and weapons being drawn.
I have a tiny question.
Okay. I might have a tiny answer.
How is this parasite reacting to the amount of diamond in my system at the moment?
We'll find out.
Did you take that shit?
Yeah, I did!
Oh, yeah, he did do that. Oh, fucking Christ.
Surprised you managed to function.
We'll find out a little bit later. Because, for all intents and purposes, Dr. Icarus is not really checked in right now. Meanwhile, back at the mine.
We got a bad feeling about this.
Back at the mine. What's going on? How are you guys doing this?
So we're still standing in front of the environmental suit and listening to the commands and all that. Well, okay, so the north was getting attacked, the south was getting attacked, and the south.
No, they said north and southwest.
North
and southwest of the mining facility,
yeah.
right? Not the brains farting, not the house place.
No. Yeah, it's a mining facility. So we know that the north is getting attacked, southwest.
We don't go to the mining facility.
Yeah, we don't. But maybe we can go to the eastern entrance and get in undetected, or we can assist on the other other ends, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how well they're holding them off, or what
Doesn't
is
sound
going
particularly
on.
great.
I believe
No.
the mining facility is built into the ridge. The one
Right, so there's
approximately 1
probably-
mile ahead.
There's probably only one entrance then, right? Oh, bugger.
All right, let's approach and get visuals on it at least, and then maybe we can decide what we're gonna do from there. But that's the best we can do, and if it's fucked, well, we're gonna have to make do with something. Like if they have like a land vehicle that we can take and scrap for parts and put on the ship and get the fuck out of here, or if you guys want to assist them. But like honestly, I don't know how many of those things are. I don't know how many times Simon can do what he did without making his eyes pop out of his head. And we got the rail guns, but
We could gaffer tape him back in again.
I mean, yeah, essentially it could work, but I'm no doctor. So what do I say we check it out, get a visual, and then maybe we can make a point of ingress somewhere within the facility itself. But I have to
You
say,
just use big words when you're nervous, or what?
you don't know what ingress means?
No, I know what ingress means. I just know nobody uses that unless they're trying to sound clever.
No, it's military jargon. It's what we're trained to talk like.
That's dumb. Right, all right then. Anyway, you were saying.
So we find a point of entry to get into, and then go from there. But it depends if we want to help these people out, or how many. We don't even know how many grilloids are there, if they're able to hold these guys off. We essentially need to find a place to hold up for 5 days, and I think our best bet is to help them and then go from there. But
Right.
They'd help us.
they'd help us, but the thing is, we don't know where they're at right now. Like, we don't know if, like, as soon as we get there, if they're all going to be destroyed, and then we just have
Well,
a bunch
okay, how about we stop talking as you get up there then, The more
All
of them are alive, the
Yeah.
less of them, the more of them there are between us and the bugs, I reckon.
All right, let's go from the east side, and maybe we can get in and help them out and help fight.
All right
So-
then.
But Betty, we're gonna need these comms, right? And we can radio them and let them know where we're coming and where to come in from. Maybe that will help too.
All right, let's see where I can. Right, how do I? Okay, right, scissors, I reckon. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try and remove the comms from. I'm assuming it's just like adhered to the inside of the suit, and then just like there's a little mic heading up to the.
Yeah, so the gorilloids in general are not nearly as at your tech level for the ship and whatnot. So their comms are much more archaic. Their forms of communications in general don't really work like your guys' communicators. So what I'd like is for you to roll me a electronics plus your logic.
Right, I don't have electronics.
Won't be engineering.
Maintenance.
No, I don't think so.
Armor repair.
No,
Okay, just logic then. All right.
Yeah. It won't be that hard. Oof, an 8 on a 3d6. You guys are not rolling well today. Oh man.
Yeah. Right.
Oof.
I rolled good once for my piloting, and I was like, we didn't die.
Yay.
Now we have the slow death.
Mhm.
You gotta make it entertaining for the crowd. Thanks.
Yay.
Thanks, McLoken. So, when you're cutting, you realize that you actually cut through some of the wires for the communicator, and you just see like a spark shoot up, like.
Fuck. Sorry, I can fix it. Right. I'm just gonna sort of quickly attempt to splice the wires together again.
Okay.
Using my repair thing. So.
Repair thing. What repair thing?
Fixer 1d6. Yeah, fixer.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah, you can give me a try.
So
Add
that's
another
66,
1d6.
right?
Well, this is going to be logic plus electronics.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's 3.
So it's a 4d6 because you just
46.
rolled
Okay,
a 3d6.
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
An 11. Okay. You're able to get it working, but it's definitely not working as well as it was before. But you sort of separated it from the suit. It's probably very staticky, whatever you're getting, and you're getting like, maybe 50% of what you were getting before in terms of the signal.
It'll improve as we get closer, probably.
All right, let's get like half a click in or half a mile in, and then we'll try to radio them.
All right, then. Let's go.
Start making my way that way.
Okay. You guys head to the north where the ridge is. And you can see the ridge. It just kind of slopes up from the ground, almost making like an extended U, an upside down U shape, right? It kind of comes up with rocky outcroppings. And what the ridge kind of looks like is it looks like the edge of an impact crater. So like a really big meteor or something smacked into this place like a long time ago. And as you get closer, you can see that there's some sort of vehicles and things around the front of the facility. You can give me a perception check, everybody. And again, it's mostly desolate here, so you can see that far. It's far away, but you can actually get a visual on things.
What's Thick's perception?
I'm checking. Hold on. She got a 46.
Mm-hmm.
14. She says, I am picking up what look to be like 5 vehicles or mining vehicles, some sort of utility usage. They are large. They are outside. They do not appear to be moving.
Are they using them as a barricade, or?
They appear to be strewn around separate. I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, so...
But one appears to be on its side.
Well, that's not good, is it?
Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in there. We're going to try the best as we can do to help them. But if everything goes foobar, we take one of those and head back to the shuttle and try to do repairs on that. And foobar is like beyond, and like we'll try to take whoever with us. But then again, like what's the power supply situation that we had, Betty?
Fucked. Like bugger all. We need more.
I wonder, do the gorilloids have power supplies that we can use?
Well, I mean, could probably try and splice something, but
Yeah, but the problem is that
We
they're
do
way technologically unadvanced than we are. They're inferior, so to speak. So I don't know if they have the correct power source, or if they even know what power source we use, or that's
well,
what they
like,
commonly
is it?
use.
Maybe they got a shuttle. We could, well, probably not, because I'm assuming they, be off the planet if they did. But we could probably like splice something, maybe. Possibly.
Maybe. We would have to run a bunch of tests, though, and we don't have time for that. And probably, okay, well, let's just try to find a way in. Do you guys want to go in, or do you guys want to steal one of these vehicles and get out of here?
Oh, you think we should go in? I don't think that, being out there with the giant bugs is a good idea. To be honest with you?
I
I
do
wanna
not want
help
to be
them.
melted.
Yeah. So okay, let's make our way in. Because we gotta think realistically. We have to last here 5 days. So let's
Right. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm sure.
go. Head and I start leading them to make our way in. How many points of entrance do I see, or do I see any of those stupid dragonfly things?
So that depends. From where you are, have you advanced on the facility any further? Because you guys were half a click out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're making our way towards it. I don't know how the facility is like set up, like if there's like entrances on each side, or if there's only like 2 points of like ingress or anything that. Or
from what Thick told you, it's built into the side of this ridge. So the ridge in height is about probably 100 feet or so.
All right. I'm going to try to find the best entrance I can from what it's saying. If we like, and hopefully we don't have to climb anything.
There is an entrance that's kind of built into the side. So Thick says, I did not see anything else on the sensors when we were flying above. It appears that there is only one entrance.
All right. Well, let's make our way to that. And I go on ahead, and I'm like just cautiously looking and trying to be stealthy as they come up. And if I see anything, I'm gonna travel back to them to stop them.
Okay. So, when you get closer to the entrance, you can see that there are more bodies strewn around. Similar wounds, and it appears that there are some more of these Sik'Rit, but they're not dragonflies.
What are they?
Well, from what you can see, they're sort of, do you know what a grub looks like?
Yeah.
Similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
A bit longer in size, maybe about the length of a person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sort of like a deep green color. And there's a bunch of those strewn about, maybe 6 or 7 of them. There's also a larger one. And where the larger one is, that kind of looks like... Oh, God. What the hell can I describe this as? It kind of looks like a big... Almost like a crayfish, but a little bit different. It's kind of got like a more bulbous, like midsection.
And that thing's dead?
Well... Underneath that is a crater. And it's definitely dead. It looks like it was blown apart.
Okay.
Half of the body is outside the crater. The other half is inside.
Are there any of the Edgars? The big ones we fought in the ship?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. I look at Simon as like, do you sense anything out here?
So what are you trying to do here, Simon?
Focus. Basically. Because the stuff he takes is a depressant, which is good for stopping the really noisy stuff. Like, everything kind of goes that way, though. So it's sometimes hard to... Like, he needs to bring himself back up to it, though. So I take a second and just breathe. I'm doing like just a sweep out, just like a blind person feeling for Braille. I'm looking for the psychic bumps out there to see if I can feel anything.
Okay.
Because that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That phrase
Meet
was
Joe
beautiful.
Black is proud right now.
Sure. So give me a psi plus your telepathy.
Okay, that's 46, with which I get a 12.
Okay. You're not sure if it's the distance or what, but you can't really seem to pick anything up. There's also a lot of metals here. It's possible that this could be interfering with things.
I don't know.
Okay, well, we're gonna approach this. Keep your eyes peeled. Like, this is in front of the entrance, right, Wack?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, we got to make it to that door. Hopefully, none of these things are playing possum, and we can make our way in there unscathed. But looks like this is what we're dealing with, and it kind of looks like they've been on this planet and evolved several different types. So that's great. You guys ready?
Fenris,
So-
did you just try and science?
Okay, and I start making my way forward and like looking around and keeping cautious, but I have like the railgun out, so the first thing that moves, I'm gonna shoot it, but then drop the railgun.
So
Betty's having a similar plan. She's like, we can't even hold this thing.
So I can't remember. Did Dr. Icarus, did you talk to them about the other the gorilloid bugs that you learned about?
Yeah, we heard about the Sanics and EPBs.
Oh, those, yes.
Oh, the ones that not yeah.
So, Thick. I don't know if Thick did. I can't remember, but
Yeah, if we had
I wouldn't
5
have
days
said
on the
it.
ship, I'm sure we would have like.
so you guys can probably pick up on the fact that these creatures resemble what Dr. Icarus told you about.
Okay.
Oh, bugger.
What did he tell us about? Can I get a refresher?
Sure, give me a logic check.
No, me as
I
like
know.
me.
I know.
God damn it.
Why you take notes, Cloakin?
I don't remember if I don't have my notebook. No, I don't remember shit. Yes, that one. Let's see. I do have yeah, Volca. I don't have much notes. It's more like what my military missions have been. No, I don't know. What do I remember?
Dr. Icarus definitely told you about some other bugs.
These must be those other bugs.
Well, the ones he called the EPBs, that might be those ones. They use them for power, but they can also be bombs. And
Okay.
I think the Sanic ones were they were fast, really fast. I think they were like scouts or something
Oh,
maybe.
balls.
But we won't be able to run from those, so
Well,
we see
all right.
those we gotta fight.
Does the door look like it's been breached?
The door is open.
Oh fuck! All right.
So we can use door handles then, maybe.
It's
we
quite
gotta make our-
quite clear that it has been breached. There is essentially an impact marks along the edge of this the what their equivalent of a door frame is. They have sort of
Balls.
they almost have like Hobbit doors. You know, they have that sort of like round look to them.
All right, are we going down the rabbit hole?
Do we have a choice?
I think it's a mine.
What is a
Rory,
rabbit?
We gotta point to them. Yeah, that's a point. There was a rabbit. Well, actually, I've got a rabbit, but I don't think it's the sort of rabbit you were thinking of. To be honest with you, it's, you know.
Oh. All right.
We better hurry. They need
All
our
right,
help.
let's make. Our
I do
way
this
in.
shit purely for Peach's benefit.
And I got my gun out and I'm like walking in first. Guiding myself the best way I can. I don't know. And then hopefully, and then seeing who's like following up behind me. So the plan is with Fuzzy or Betty. I look at her and I was like, all right, when I take my shot, whoever takes the first shot, just make sure that like we're like right by each other and focus our shots so we can take out one of them and then focus on the other ones, and Simon can mind fuck all the other ones.
Right.
If the acidic ones are in there, I say we gotta run away, or I don't know. I really don't know. If we get caught in that, we're fucked.
Well, I thought they were really fast. The running away is a bad idea.
Well, I mean, getting away from the acidic spray. I don't know if getting up close would help out the situation, or what the case may be, or trying to get on its back. But that just sounds insane. But I mean, that could be a plan. I could run up and get on their back and distract them so they don't try to spray you guys.
You guys hear the familiar schnick as Thick's shiv extends. I am ready.
Okay.
Just don't let them get me, and I'll take care of them.
Okay, so we'll try to guard you the best we can. And if there's any sort of mainframe, maybe we can get Thick hooked up to that, and maybe she can get into the system and help out at all if they have one.
Yes, so you guys head into the mining facility. Up ahead, you can see various goo and stuff all along the ground with damage sort of sprayed out, chunks taken out of the stone and whatnot being used. There's kind of a tract that runs through the facility, moving from east to west. And ahead of you, you can see that there is kind of like a few, what looks to be like some kind of immediate like storage space right there. And then off to the left, up ahead, you can see that there appears to be like a branch off of the main path. But why don't we go ahead and take our final break first before we continue on into the mine. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned for more Turn Order Warped. Season 2, episode number 11. Back in just a little bit. Hang tight.